Hey Risa. All right, so I'm going to give you a little tutorial on how to use the back end of WordPress. Um, First off, um, we are all set when it comes to the migration of the orders. I've confirmed that we can do it, and it'll be fairly simple. So basically, all I need is we're going to need access to your domain name records so that I can switch the website over. Once that's done, it's not going to take me more than an hour at the most. It's a fairly simple process, and we're not really doing any type of data migration besides the orders, and that I've confirmed and I've done it before, so it's not an issue. So, um, like emails, all that stuff, nothing changes. So all I need is access into wherever you host your domain name, and I can get you that information. So. The URL I gave you earlier, which was this one here, which is WordPress login. You see it on my cursor right here. You should have a login and password. I have my own as well with my email address. You can use your email address or your username. So once you log in, let me show you what we're looking at here. Let me bring this screen up a little bit more. So you can come down here and you can go to users, and what you'll see in here is a little bit more cluttered than a standard Magento install. This has every user, so you'll see all the users that are in your system, and then administrators, which there's 3, and then customers, which is the other additional amount. Looks like you have some spam ones in here. We'll probably want to go through those and clean those out, or you can those came from most likely Magento, and some of the issues with Magento, if there's not a specific type of system in place, reCAPTCHA, you'll get some of those. So 1400 is not that bad. It's probably been there for quite a while. So you have 3 users. You have the admin user, the main account user, the most important one. It's associated with this email address. So you'll log in with the password that I gave to you. We have another one for connector and one for myself. I use the connector for the sync of the software. So I will disable that when we're done. We have to have a username and password for both sides in order for that to work based on the API system. So, all right. So we've got a bunch of stuff here. So WordPress is predominantly a blog, but in this particular case, we're using it for the e-commerce system. So you've got WooCommerce here, and then you've got products. So those are the 2 areas that you're going to be associating most of your e-commerce with. So products will be changed underneath products, obviously. And then underneath WooCommerce, you'll have all your orders and customer data, coupons, additional extensions that we may add in the future. So one question you had for me was, how do we change product pricing? So you can come in right here, products, all products, and what you'll see is you're going to see two types of products. You're going to have the simple products as well as grouped products, and what you're going to see is the ones that are sitting with price variance like this, those are the group products. What we'll want to do is you can go in and filter by product type. Group products, you'll want to change, that'll be like the descriptions on the product page or the product images. But for simple products, that's where you change the pricing and any type of additional information within that product. So you'll be able to search by them, but you'll see here, here are all your products that came over from Magento. So one of the products I think you wanted to delete out of the system or disable was the always clean detergent. But we'll go into it, and let me just show you how you can change the price if you wanted to. So you've got regular price, sale price, So sale price is the price that you show to the customer. This would be the retail price. So you can change those. Looks, for some reason, I think you set the retail price, sale price, to be expiring in 2024. I'll want to identify that and look at that a little bit more, because at that date, then that'll change. So we'll want to do a mass blanket change probably to the expiration date on that, unless you're going to make changes to pricing, and we can just do it then. But what you'll see here is, here's the short description. And based on the system, how we have it set up and how you wanted it oriented, we don't even use the main description. We use the short description now. I believe. You know what? This is a simple product, so we won't look at that, because that is not what shows up on the front end of the site. So basically, pricing, that's what you do for the simple price or simple products. Inventory would be in that as well if you carry inventory. And then for changing of main products, you want to come back in, you'll say filter group products. You filter that, and then you're going to see all of your products that show up on the front end of the site. Okay. So we will go to, let's see here, your body lotion unscented. Alright, so what we've got here is we've got your main portion of the site, the description up there, and it looks like actually we don't use the short description, so I was mixed up on that. But what you'll see here is you don't see pricing on this one, because this is the group product. So what you can change here is all of the information on the front page of the site, and then what category it's in, and then the product images that go along with it. So you have the main product image, and then you have product gallery images. So this one will always show up on the first one. These are the additional ones that show up. Okay. Pretty simple. Should not be, you might have some questions, but I don't think it'll take you that long to figure it out. If you wanted to add categories, you could add categories here. Basically, we've got all of your category information. So each category has all of the detailed information in them as well. So what you'll see is that I went through and changed all these image links. So what you'll see here is all of these links work, because I went through all of them and changed the URLs. So all your SEO is in place. So when we do the changeover and the cutover, I will change this link through a mass tool. There's a tool that I'll have in here that allows me to change the URL. So you won't have any problems with it. You have your coupons underneath marketing. I believe the coupons should have come over. Let me check and see if you have any coupons in your system. You don't. Let's go into coupons here. Yeah, so you must not have had any in there. We'll want to look at what you're looking to do from a price standpoint. If you have like a customer that has coupons, we can add that in. Underneath WooCommerce, we can go to your orders. Now your orders, they show up as all processing. I'm not sure if in Magento you had them set as processing. It's totally fine. But what you'll see here is all the orders from 6,938 down. So the last time I did the sync was August 28th of 2021. The sync that I will be doing will bring over all your customer data from August 28th, 2021 to today's date. Once that's complete, you'll have all the order data in. So you should be getting emails. The emails come over, but you can also come in here and look at the order data as well. So you've got payment via authorized.net, you've got their address, you've got the product that they purchased, the total amount, the shipping amount. Credit card data is over here. Shows United States Postal Service, UPS Ground, and the dollar amount. That is everything that you should need for your order. So now that we've looked at the product details and order details, there are some other sections. I wouldn't go into them unless you know what you're doing. Like here's the theme tool. So WordPress does a really great job of allowing you to make additional option changes to the system a little bit easier than the Magento that you're on. Now, newer Magento is a little bit easier, but so you would be able to come in and make changes to layouts and different options, color options, things of that nature. So you've got all this stuff here. This is all like formatting and how the site looks. This is what I had to do to configure your site in order to make it look the way it does. So what I would recommend is if you want to make a change, let me know and I can go in there and alter it. But for now, stay out of any areas that you really you don't know. There's this nexus here. There's some branding. If I wanted to, I could have changed it to my company's logo or whatever else, or your own. If you have if you had employees that are coming in, you can limit to what they can see. Posts. So posts are the blog function within WordPress, and you could go in and add any type of new spiffs, new product promotions, things of that nature. You could throw it in there, and that would help with SEO, search engine optimization. You've got your media, which shows all of your images, all your product data, any type of photos that I've put into the system itself. You've got product pages. So these are all of your product pages. Now you see about us, and then about the one that is yours is probably the one that has my name next to it. That is what was brought in through the system. So we'll go into that. That was incorrect. So it's this one. Basically what you've got here is your order information, and I think you had told me that this was off center, so there, fixed. But it's just like a word editor, very easy to change. Most of this information down here you don't need to make any alterations to. Whatever's defaulted is what will be accurate. Sometimes you're going to get a lot of comments depending on hackers and whatever else trying to get onto your site. If you created posts, you don't have any posts, so you won't have any comments. But at some point you might, and we can turn comments off. Or if they aren't, they might be off already, seeing you don't have any in there. Analytics. This just shows all of your order data and everything from your site. So you could say last year, and I'm not sure why that's not coming up, but we can look at that later. You've got marketing, then you've got all of your appearance stuff. You won't ever touch this. This is all my stuff that I do. So the theme data. So you've got the theme you're using, and then some fake ones that you could use if you didn't use a custom one. You do have the menu area here. So this is how I generate the menus. So you've got, basically what I do is I create custom links. So I add the URL for the product, add the text in there, and then add it to the menu, and then it'll add it all the way to the bottom. And then I can drag it wherever I want it, sub level, in there, and then main level. So once again, I can do that for you as well. And pretty much that's where we're at. You've got your slider, but we're not going to touch that yet. So that should pretty much go over it. If you have any questions, let me know, and we'll go from there.